So they have Halo, they have Doom, they have Wolfenstein, they have Quake. It's more than I'm forgetting on the top of my head. Call of Duty, Overwatch, yeah. Like these are things they literally just bought. It's irrelevant. They always had. That's right. That's one. But two is also now part of their wheelhouse, right? And then you talk about the Western RPG, they have their own. I don't need to name all of them. I'm pretty sure you know that. They've come up with two Western RPGs. I'm not talking about these. I'm just saying that they have. Oh, we are talking about games you can play and release. I'm not talking about that. We're talking about that. I'm just saying here's the problem right now. This is a bunch of RPGs. We're talking about reality. We're talking about reality. They own reality. You're talking about shit that hasn't even existed yet. You can't say that. You can't say something that's offline. Nobody is checking for any Wolfenstein reveal on the market right now. They're not popular games. Yeah, I'm looking for the next Wolfenstein, but the last one was trash. The two sisters, the two daughters. When are we gonna get out of hopes and prayers of what is actually a tangible reality in Xbox? Reality is Xbox on call first person shooter. Congratulations. We gotta move on to the next game. Hollow Knight Silksong going to Xbox Game Pass Day 1. I never played the first Hollow Knight, but I've heard nothing but great things. Everybody just loves the first Hollow Knight, and they've been working on this Silksong forever. So first was Riot Games. A bunch of their games are going to Game Pass. League of Legends, and some DLC, Terra, Team Fight Tactics, Valorant. That's free to play anyway, though, right? So, yeah, so the point there is it's not that they're going to Game Pass, it's that those games that they make money, right? So you get a lot of perks in Game Pass, and you can get a lot of those content that you just have to pay for, pay up front, that you can get in Game Pass Ultimate, and that's to boost their PC subscriptions and whatnot. So they partner with Riot Games for all their content. This is big for mobile and PC. Literally, it's nothing for me. So this is kind of the thing I kind of do. It's a league isn't on Xbox, right? No. Okay, absolutely not. Somewhat the same for me. It's more. I'm gonna say League of Legends is pretty big, right? Yeah, it's huge. So if they can manage to get that over to console, I think it'll be even bigger. But yeah, the way they have it just for PC and mobile.
We're back. Cost me only fucking $5,000. Really? Yeah.
I got a little mid-size PC that may not mid-size. Sure, I play. I did that. Yeah, even as a primary PC, I've never been to like Dota's, the League of Legends.
At minus 50%. So just think, if you have hooded stirrups and the Nacogdoches better, you can have custom stirrups. And yeah, stirrups are also something that is pretty important in Reddit Online because they boost speed and also
Plague Tale record. Say it right. BG, Brooklyn Tale. Anyway, yeah, so this is the sequel to the first game. I never played the first game because I watched gameplay, like, you see.
affect the stamina drain rate of your horse. So the best stirrup, in my opinion, are the hooded stirrups. Here are the stats. For speed, it ups it by 2 bars. Acceleration, it also ups it by 2 bars, and it gives your horse stamina drain rate at minus 50%. So just think, if you have just hooded stirrups and the Nacogdoches saddle, then you have 50% minus 50% stamina drain rate on the hooded stirrups, and you also have minus 35% stamina drain rate on the Nacogdoches saddle. That is a lot of less drain rate for the stamina. So both of these upgrades to the horse is 100% necessary. You need these two. Shut the f*** up! They are a bit expensive to get, but once you get them, basically every horse you will use will be decent, and if you have a horse that's good from the beginning, that horse would be a god when you put the Nacogdoches saddle on and the hood.
Don't buy solar panels. Seriously, there is a very good reason why we're saying this. If you're thinking about buying solar panels, don't. The U.S. government will literally buy them for you.
Stirrups. Now let's get on to the horses that I think is the best in the game. And in my opinion, there are multiple. And these are basically the roll horses. There are some other horses that are not roll horses that is almost even better than these that I will talk about later. But there are some downsides to them, and with these roll horses, there are basically no downsides. So the first roll horse I will talk about is the Bounty Hunter level 20 horse, that is the Breton. And the reason I say Bounty Hunter level 20 horse is because this horse you unlock at level 20, or you unlock it before level 20, but you should not buy this horse before you get it to level 20. If you buy this horse before level 20, it will be drastically much worse, and it's not worth you buying it. So wait till you get at level 20 or rank 20 in Bounty Hunter role, and then you can buy the level 20 Breton. This horse costs $950, and on screen right now you will see the stats of it. It has 7 bars of stamina out of 10, 6 bars of speed, 6 bars of health, 4 bars of acceleration, and 4 bars of handling. This is actually my main horse. I really like this horse because it's very big. And I, for some reason, like big horses. It makes me feel more or better, that is a better horse. I'll just like it, and it's also fast. It has ultimate stamina. It doesn't get scared of things. It's a really good horse, and also it will probably be your horse because if you buy Bounty Hunter as your first role, as most people do, then you will unlock. Then most likely you will unlock this level 20 horse before all the other level 20 roll horses. Anyway, this roll horse costs $950, so it's almost $1,000, which is not too bad for the quality of a horse you get. So in my opinion, this is a really, really good horse. But we also have some other roll horses, and this one is the collector roll level 20 horse. This is the Criollo. The Criollo, I'm sorry if I butchered that name, but the Criollo is also a really good horse. It also costs $950, the same as the Breton. And on screen right now is the stats. It's very similar to the Breton, but instead of having 7 bars of stamina, it has 6 bars of stamina. And it has a bit more speed with 7 bars of speed instead of 6 bars of speed. But it has less health, it has a bit more acceleration, and the same handling. So you could basically choose which one you prefer. I think the Criollo is a bit smaller though, so if you like a big horse, Breton is maybe for you. And yeah, it's a good horse. When you put the Nacrodopsis saddle on it and you have the hooded stirrups, this horse is also a banger of a horse. It is 100% worth your time. The next horse we got is the Trader level 20 horse, and this is the Claude Gruber horse. This horse is also pretty good. On screen, 7 bars of stamina, only 4 bars of speed, but it has 7 bars of health, 5 bars of acceleration, and 4 bars of handling. So the thing that lets this down is the speed. You could up this by using the hooded stirrups, as we talked about earlier, because they give you 2 bars of speed. So not really a problem. Again, it costs $950. And again, I forgot to say it on the collector roll horse. You have to wait until level 20. For all these roll horses I'm going to list right now, you have to wait until level 20. Level 20 in that role, not level 20 in general, but level 20 in that specific role to buy the horse. Or else you will get a much worse horse that is still good, but it's nowhere near level 20 horse that you could get. So just save your money until level 20 and then buy a horse. The next one on the list is the Moonshiner level 20 horse, and this is the Norfolk Roadster. On screen right now you have the stats for it. It has 6 bars of stamina, 7 bars of speed, 4 bars of health, 6 bars of acceleration, and 4 bars of handling. As you can see, this is a very fast horse, but it doesn't have that much health compared to something like the Claude Gruber or the Breton, but it is probably the fastest horse that is out of these roll horses. Again, it costs $950, and if you have the Nacrodopsis saddle and the hooded stirrups, this horse becomes a beast, like all the other horses too. These horses are basically just preference. What do you think is the best? If you like a big horse, if you like a horse with much health, if you like a horse, the look of the horse. I'm just giving you options so you could choose what you want. The last roll horse I will talk about is the Naturalist level 20 horse. This is also the last roll we have in the game, and this is the Gypsy Cob horse. On screen again is the stats for it. It has 7 bars of stamina, 5 bars of speed, 7 bars of health, 4 bars of acceleration, and 4 bars of handling. And again, as all the other ones, it costs $950. And as I've said, of all the other level 20 roll horses, this one is also really good. This one is a bit more tanky again because it's got 7 bars of stamina and 7 bars of health and a bit lower speed. But you can easily move that with the stirrups and the saddle.
Formerly known as to maintain his innocence despite some amount of evidence against him.
Maybe a lot of things. I'm telling you, he's not a liar. I just need to ask you one question. Did you rob that convenience store and kill that little girl in that cashier? I shouldn't be out there.
From being a father to your son, and he's selling drugs, just like his father used to.
All we do is sell a little weed. Right.
Boy, you know you hear me talking to you.
That's what I'm saying. I think this is the piece of evidence we need. Let's go get him out of there. I didn't even heard my father speak.
I've never seen you before.
My grandma works here. Look like I may have a good reason to come back a little bit more often.
If I get out, I have a place to come to.
Over your life today. Everything has a son. And if you play in trouble, trouble's what you gonna get back.
Have you don't hand that money by tomorrow? Let's do it from father to his son.
The battle between the Ravens and the Rebels rages on. We've been fighting for so long. But new opportunities are tipping the scales. Ravens are ahead of us in technology. Offensive. Their assault was swift and vicious, and they have easily established an advantage. They're not going to be outdone. We'll improve and upgrade what we have. We'll confront them head on. Barbarism and cruelty are forcing society backward. Conflict is unavoidable. The onslaught has started in certain parts of the city. We'll break out at any time. Now, how will you decide your fate?
Naturligtvis, I could just settle. I don't know how many times I've said that now, but a lot of yeah, you get boosted. You boost all the horses really well. These two horses, they are, in my opinion, they are the best horses in the game. So choose one out of all these 5 horses if you want one of the best horses in the game. In my opinion, I like the Breton the most because I think it's really balanced with everything, and we put a hooded stirrups and then a conjunctus saddle on it. It just gets completely insane, and it's big, it's really nice. Choose what you want, and yeah, you're good. At the end there, I just want to have some honorable mentions, because there is a lot of good horses in this game. And my honorable mentions is the Black Arabian horse, the Mustang horse, the Turkoman horse, and the Missouri Foxtrot horse. I know, the Black Arabian horse is technically, or it is...
my best ability card loadouts, whether it was for damage, melee, no tonic usage, etc., and they all went on to gain hundreds of thousands of views apiece. So thank you to those who watched those videos. But the first one I made on my absolute favorite loadout is actually the least viewed video out of them all, which means many players missed it. And today on the show, we'll be revisiting my favorite ability card loadout, and one that I think is the best here in game. When you use it, it really feels like you're cheating, and that's not an exaggeration. We're going to go in depth on each card and why they come together perfectly in this build, and how this loadout can help you in basically any combat situation. If you want some additional loadouts for certain things, whether it's for sniping, missions, tanking damage, etc., let me know in the comments below and I can get started on reviving this series. So if you enjoyed this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you want to stay up to date and in the loop with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. Let's start off with the Deadeye ability card first. This is the foundation of the loadout, and it makes it all possible, honestly. We have Paint It Black. Ever since Bloom was added to Deadeye ability cards in the February 26, 2019 update, Paint It Black became one of the most overpowered cards in the game. Paint It Black eliminates Bloom and allows you to mark targets for easy headshots. And these are the two main reasons and benefits for why I use it. In combat, I can quickly get a headshot on an enemy or a player, and while the rest of the surely is more suited to PvE combat and not necessarily fighting other players in showdowns or even in free roam, it wouldn't be a bad start to start using this card. And the other reason I like using PIB over the other Deadeye cards is the mobility I get with it, whereas something like Slow and Steady will slow me down and I cannot sprint using it. But also, it's great for hunting. When animals are in packs, and none of them are going to be able to get away when I mark all of their heads with an X ready to fire. And this card was also slightly nerfed from its original state too, so it drains Deadeye a little bit faster than you may be used to when you quickly flash it to activate it, and that's how I recommend you use it. But we can completely cancel that out with a different ability card, and that is why we use our first passive ability card, which is Eye for an Eye. Eye for an Eye restores Deadeye when you kill via a headshot, and in-game it works out to be a whopping 20% of the Deadeye bar restored on a headshot. So despite Paint It Black usage making Deadeye drain fast, you can still gain back lots of Deadeye when using Eye for an Eye, eliminating the need for those snake oil tonics. And of course, it should be noted, headshots are easy as pie when you can just mark an X on an enemy's head and send them to Kingdom Come because you're using Paint It Black. Eye for an Eye and PIB go hand in hand, and that's why I include it in this loadout. While you're free to swap out any card in this build and try out what you prefer, these are the ones that work best for me and for my play style, but something may work better for yourself. And if there's one card I would ever consider changing, it would probably be this card, because I don't want to slug snake oil tonics all day. It's a waste of money, and it can be completely eliminated with the use of this recovery ability card, but it wouldn't be the end of the world if I did swap it out. Next, and moving on into the two more important passive ability cards, we have Strange Medicine. Strange Medicine's description says it restores health when dealing damage, more for headshots. Health regeneration rate is halved, and in-game it yields great results. Just by the way, FYI, in case anyone is confused by their descriptions, all these ability cards for myself are maxed out to tier 3. I highly recommend you do the same to your cards. Strange Medicine is hands down the most effective and useful ability card for PvE combat in the entire game, I think. While there are other cards that allow you to re-heal, like Quite an Inspiration and Moment to Recuperate, for example, nothing makes as much of a difference as this card on its own. And finally, we have our third and final passive ability card, and that is Cold Blooded. It's another recovery card, and using this card allows you to regenerate health upon a kill, and it lasts for 3 seconds. All in all, and on a per shot basis, you can restore 10% of the health bar over 3 seconds when you kill a target, and that comes out to 3.33% of health back per second of rehealing up to 3 seconds. For some reason though, lots of players think that Strange Medicine and Cold Blooded don't stack, but they in fact do. And if you're looking to rely less on tonics and you're playing PvE, there's really no other way to regain as much health and Deadeye as with this loadout. And you can remain highly accurate with Paint It Black, eliminate that annoying bloom feature which doesn't allow you to have good accuracy when using your weapon's fastest rate of fire. You gain Deadeye back fast, allowing you to save on snake oil tonics, and you also are able to rely less on potent health cure tonics with Cold Blooded and the Strange Medicine cards. I've tried different combos instead of Cold Blooded, so for example, I'll use Paint It Black, Eye for an Eye, Strange Medicine, and maybe Fool Me Once, or Iron Lung, or even Peak Condition, and nothing works quite as good in my opinion. And through hours of testing just to see how frequently I was dying and how much my gameplay changed, I noticed that Strange Medicine and Cold Blooded was the perfect combo. Other combos were good, but I noticed I was definitely still using more tonics with the same gameplay style that I had compared to the combo I'm using in this video. Overall though, I would say ability cards like
Well, we make quite a bit, but wait, not like that. You're far too old for me. Anyway, artisan and hunter, craftsman and salesman, talking of which, we have a batch ready to go. Got some buyers lined up not far from here, so over to you. Go make the deal.
You better move, Lola.
The mayor is tired of all these damn public.
We're ready to go. In your own time. Come on, I'm a busy man. That'll work too.